Hi guys, here is your fellow YouTuber for 2019. This is Chriswiiu2013, and again we are looking at some of the best TV shows during the 90s. Ones that get mentioned quite a lot, on other shows um, during that time, during that period, was obviously first of all the release of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie with Kirsty Swanson. It wasn't bad, it wasn't perfect, but they had to do something, to kind of make way for a new actress. So they had this amazing actress who was very popular, very keen on the role playing in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Of course, she's very well known for being in films like The Grudge 1 and 2. So they had to, you know, find some, common ground with these actors and actresses to ask them whether they would be interested in a role in season one of this show. So we were getting spin-offs like Angel, we was getting Buffy the Vampire Slayer. During that period of time, in the early 90s, we had the occasional VHS videotapes, ones that my brother used to actually earn um, as a way of making money when he used to work Tesco's and Asda and stuff like that. Um, and during that time, he made quite a lot of interesting stuff in his collection. So down that road again, down that path, which we always come to, is obviously the box sets and the other seasons. Now, during that time, we did come to the show, which only happened to have 12 episodes in season one, and this is the collector's edition. You get to see this on VHS and video. Me personally, VHS is okay, but it's really old now. So people won't buy VHS tapes when they are working, obviously, in a charity shop. They'd sooner go for the traditional DVDs and the box sets. So how did this idea come about? To get the green light for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Well, Josh Whedon, who did Scenarita and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, they spoke to him and said, uh, "We would be really keen to get you on board for this show. Do you have any actors and actresses in mind that you would like to work alongside with?" So obviously they had Sarah Michelle Gellar for season one, um, and there was two that left during season three. David Boreanaz, who plays Angel, the vampire with a soul, and Cordelia Chase, played by Charisma Carpenter. So we have managed to find the money to seek out the other seasons, which were obviously missing in this collection. We are entering the retro gaming channel this coming week to check out something that you're all excited about, which is the pickups. Um, this is going to be a Thursday one this week, so we do pickups every Monday and every Friday. Saturdays we'll leave out, and Sundays, as they are not really thought about. But we found some of the main box sets during that period we came to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1 collection, and this is the collector's edition, which I've mentioned time and time again. We've got the episode guide to Season 1. So everyone needs a vampire slayer to hunt down the vampires. We would be lost without Buffy Summers, because what would happen if Xander and Willow were in danger? They would call out Buffy. They would call out Buffy and they'd say, "We need your help. You know, we are in danger." So, yeah, I remember this show very fondly. I'm very familiar with the Angel episodes and the seasons to that, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I enjoyed every season, apart from season 5, where Angel gets turned into a puppet. I don't know who came up with the storyline to that, but unfortunately, it just had to happen. You know, it had to happen as a main episode. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer season guide to season 1. Here it is, with all of the episodes and all of the scenes with the Master and Buffy. So she gets bitten by the Master when she goes underneath the sewers. It is actually episode 12 of season 1. So 12 episodes, right, on the main season. So once you get through disc 1, which is obviously 4 episodes on the first disc, which you've got Welcome to the Hellmouth, The Harvest, Witch and Teacher's Pet. Disc 2 is over here, of course, because look at what you've got in the second disc. You've kind of switched from, obviously, season 1, episode 1 of episode 1 basically of the first disc, which goes to episode 1 to 4. Then you jump from that to disc 2, episodes 5 to 8, and then the second disc has got Never Kill a Boy on the First Date. The Pack, obviously the Pack is a very interesting episode because Xander and a bunch of these guys that are in high school at Sunnydale go to the zoo and they get possessed by these hyenas. So that's a very good episode. You've got Angel, you've got iRobot, Eugene, that's disc 2. And then you've got disc 3 right here, where it has basically the other episodes. You've got The Puppet Show, Nightmares, Out of Mind, Out of Sight, and Prophecy Girl. So Prophecy Girl is the one where she meets the Master in the sewers, because obviously the Master's come back and he can't escape the portal until he defeats the Slayer, and he defeats the Slayer, kills her. But here's the strange thing, right? Angel's also a vampire, so he has no breath, he can't give a CPR, he can't bring her back to life. So the only person that can is Xander. So Xander obviously saves her life, brings her back, and she kills the Master, obviously. So that's season 1. Season 2 is the second episode. Now we got up to this point on the collector's edition, which is obviously the DVDs. And for some reason, we watched the first season, which was season 1. We jumped to season 2 once we got through all 12 episodes of the first season, and then jumped from there to season 2, which is obviously different to the season 1 box set, because the DVDs are different to this one. This is actually in a sleeve cover, so it's really interesting. It's a really good idea, because you look at all the discs on how they're actually protected in this cover. So I had a look. There are a few scratches, but I'm not really bothered about that. All I'm bothered about doing is sitting down, chilling out, watching the very first season again, watching season 2. It's going to be a blast to, go back to those old days, when me and brother used to sit down, watch Angel, Buffer, Dark Angel. So there's the very first disc. You got disc 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all 6 discs are complete. There's not a single DVD missing in the second season. So that's season 2. Let's have a look to see if we've got season 3, and we do in this better case. So this is the very third season. Again, David Boreanaz is still playing as Angel, and he actually leaves right at the end as the mayor gets killed. And obviously, Buffy defeats the mayor and burns down the school. So basically, the school is being destroyed, but it does get rebuilt in season 7, I think, or season 6. So up to that point, we have watched every single episode, every single season of Buffy. I can kind of recap on a few I've watched from season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. So where will we be without this channel on YouTube? We would be lost if we didn't have anything to review, any of the Blu-rays, any of the video games, movies, WWE stuff, other TV shows. We would have no DVD, and this channel wouldn't have your host, your YouTuber. We won't have any subscribers, so it's really important to kind of keep up with what we're doing. If you can kind of get my drift on what I'm actually talking about, I'm talking about some of the greatest TV shows of all time, which are still popular even today. Buffy's still really popular. Angel's still really popular. Dark Angel, Heroes and Firefly, and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Dollhouse as well. Dollhouse is probably not the best show, but everyone still watches it. It's really strange with that one because it only finished at the end of season 2. So I can't work out why it did that. So season 3, here's disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We've got season 4. Right, so that's a really good one. All these box sets, right, I put to one side in a box, right, as you know. I always get a receipt before I pay for anything, because if you obviously hand over the money and stuff and you don't ask for a receipt, you're not going to get a refund if something goes wrong and you're not very happy with it. You can always take it back and exchange it for something else, like I did with Home Alone 1 on DVD. So the very fourth season of Buffy is pretty, interesting. I like this cover here, how it all fits together with all of the DVDs. I mean, you look at how I've gone from collecting TV shows, and I'm collecting still. I'm making the videos really interesting even now. So there's season 4. You've got disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got season 5. Season 5. We've got some of the newest pickups again for Thursday, which sees, season 6 again. I got that one for £2. And we've got season 7. So as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And again, I'll see you in the next video. So remember, as always, to click that subscribe button, leave me a comment below, a message, anything to let me know that what you've seen is really interesting. Again, subscribe to other YouTubers like Jirai FPV, Simple Degree, and Chriswiiu2013. Well, anyway, I'm going to head off right now, and we will continue again with some more stuff on a different subject, which is going to be the type of video games we are collecting for, our particular systems like the PS3, PS4, PS1. What I'm going to do is I've got this cover on my settee with some cushions, and I'm going to stick that on the floor later on and display all the games from the shoot 'em ups, the sports games, and other titles as well. So yeah, we got season 6, right? Earlier on today, we looked at a Nintendo Switch game, which the video did very well. It was successful because it went straight up straight away. And like I said, it was something that my brother wanted me to look out for. I was down Loros today and I was really busy. I mean, we get very busy, as a charity. So on that subject, on that topic as well, I like to mention also that, the stuff that I sort out is mainly stuff that people donate into the shop. What we do is we look for any scratches on any discs. So you can't really send out discs that are scratched. So what you do is you stick them in a box, and then it gets sent off to the ragman, who later on comes to collect them. And I help a guy also on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. So I was in half a day today, came back and I thought, got nothing else to do. Let's see what we can find in the collection of TV shows and popular movies and stuff. So we got the season 6 box set. Let's just check to see if all of the DVDs are there, and we can see from the season it's still got James Masters, Xander as well, Nicholas Brendan, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, still continuing to play the role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So episodes 1 to 2, we've got Afterlife, we've got one of the episodes as well, I think it's called Flooded. So these are all storylines, these are all episodes, and then you got season 2 there. 4, 5, 6, disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then welcome our very last season finale of season 7 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Still going down that path again to our DVD collection, and what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves a goal, which is to watch the very first season, see how we get on, see if we find any stuff we can kind of remember, and if we can kind of continue dedicating our videos to the channel, simply just by popping in a DVD into your PS3 and just simply watching it without getting distracted with anything else that we seem to do in the games room. Anyway, I'm going to head off right now and chill out with the family, and we will do another video probably tonight if we've got time on our PlayStation 3 games. Okay, so I'm going to head off right now, and we'll look at something else later on tonight. Bye.